Right, today we're doing Quranic studies in the park. We were supposed to meet up with a few other people, but they didn't show up. So me and my daughter is just doing the Quranic studies. So start reading from the Fatiha.
Surah 1 is God's gift to us to establish contact with Him through the daily contact prayers. This fact is supported by an earth-shaking simple talk with Him through the daily contact prayers of mathematics, composition. The challenge is the greatest mathematics on earth. The stumps far beyond human abilities. The surah number followed by the numbers of verses next to each other give 1, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This number is a multiple of 19. If we substitute the number of the letters per verse in place of verse numbers, we get 1, 19, 17, 12, 11, 19. If we insert the total amount of every verse, we get 1, 19, 786, 17, 500, 581, 12, 618, 11,
Should have Alicia on that pit bull.
241. 19, 836, 18,
You got to read a little bit louder.
18, 172, 43, 609. This number is a multiple of 19. The numbers shown above include all parameters of Surah 1 and wait. This number is a multiple of 19. The number shown above includes all Surah 1 and consists of 36 digits. It is noteworthy that this is 38-digit number. Is this visible by 19 when they write its complements backward from it, right to left, as practiced by the mathematical represents mentioned above. Practice is a first extraordinary matter to confirm details of the 5 daily contact prayers. Many more. Thus is the reader is handed at the outset proof that is God's message to the world.
Okay, now stop right there. Okay, you did good, but this is what I want you to do.
Yeah.
I want you to read the Fatiha in English. Now we're not reading
This.
right, the footnotes. You read right.
In the name of God, most gracious,
You gotta be a little bit louder.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the universe.
Slow it down. Why are you trying to rush through the Quran? Don't do that. Take your time and absorb the words and what it's saying.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the universe, most gracious, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You only worship, you only ask for help, guide us in the right path, the path of those who you bless, and not of those who have deserved wrath nor distress.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay.
Now, reread it.
Okay.
Look at it again.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful.
And as you read each ayat, look at it and see what is it saying. Because we want people to understand what the Quranic study is about. It's about studying the Quran, reading the Quran, and each person who's doing Quranic study gives their input on what they feel God is saying to them. You get it?
Yes.
Okay.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praise be to God, Lord of the universe, most gracious, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, you alone we ask for help. Guide us in the right path, the path of those whom you bless, and not of those who have deserved wrath, nor of the strayers.
Okay. Finish. So what do you feel that it's saying?
Saying we're supposed to worship God and only God, and not nobody else, and not mention nobody else's name, including Jesus and the Muhammad. Only God and only God.
Okay. That's the only thing that you're getting from it?
Yes.
Okay. Read it again. We're out loud.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the universe, most gracious, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, you alone we ask for help. Guide us in the right path, the path of those of whom you bless, and not of those who have deserved wrath, nor of the strayers.
Now, what does the top part of the surah says?
In the name of God, most gracious.
No. What's the name of the surah?
Surah 1, the key.
The key.
Al-Fatiha.
Al-Fatiha. Now that is what you say when you make salat. Al-Fatiha. And it has to be said not too loud, not too low. Now, when you read that, it does speak about the worship of God alone, but it's telling you and describing who God is. Read that again. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Right?
Yeah.
That's telling you who God is. Most merciful, most gracious. That means God gives you chances. That means God provides for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know that God, like there's only one creator. But we want to know the qualities of what this God is that we worship. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you know the qualities of the creator, then you can say, this is a creator that's worth worshiping. Now, if we just got, oh, God is going to cut your head off, cut your leg off, cut your fingers off, is that the kind of God you want to worship? No. So you want to understand, my practices, my worship, I need to know purpose, reason, benefit, reward, and what would it do for me, for my soul, for who I am as a person. Will it help me in my thinking? Will it elevate my thinking? Or will I just be like in the first grade? Because when you studying any book, but mainly the Quran, you want to level up in information. You want to level up in knowledge. You want to level up in wisdom. You want to level up in understanding. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Quran is a book of guidance. The information in there is to guide you, to tell you, to show you what to do, what not to do. It also gives you examples of what happened to people who did not follow God, who did not listen. They wind up having problems and issues. And then it tells you people who may have not listened to God, then they started listening, things got better. So the book is not a book where it's going to condemn you forever. It's a book to give you insight on, hey, it's time for you to stop doing that. Or, hey, you need to do more of this. Or, hey, you need to study more. You need to pray more. Hey, God is most merciful. God is gracious. So this way, you won't be thinking, oh, man, it's over for me. I messed up. My life is over. No, God says, I'm most gracious. I'm most merciful. All you got to do is just turn to me, and I'm going to give you my mercy. I'm going to bless you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my understanding of what I read. And then it says, thee alone we worship, but it also says, Master of the day of judgment, right? So judgment, when you look at judgment, what is judgment to you? What is judgment?
Judgment, a person that's judging you, almost like that.
Okay.
Judgment.
Master of the day of judgment. So, Master of the day of judgment means that once we leave out of this existence, we're going to be judged for everything we did while we're down here. So we want to do or try to do what's right. or be aware of what we're doing so we don't put ourselves in harm's way. Not just in this world, but in the life to come. You understand what I'm saying? So that is what I had got from the Fatiha. The Fatiha is the key. The key, right? What does the key do?
A key opens doors in different dimensions.
But do all keys open the same door?
No.
All right. This key here is a spiritual key. This is a spiritual key. And what it's going to do is spiritually, it's going to open the door, right, to who you are. See, before when I used to read the Quran, I used to think, oh, it's talking about them, not me. The book is talking about everybody. Those who believe, those who don't believe. It's talking about everything. Nothing has been left out of the book. So read it one more time loud, and then go to the next page.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the universe, most gracious, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, you alone we ask for help. Guide us in the right path, the path of those whom you bless, not of those who have deserved wrath, nor of the strayers.
Okay. Do you hear how it says those who deserve wrath and the strayers? So that means after all this information that's came to you, and you decide you're going to do whatever you want to do, that means that you're going to get a punishment, a wrath, right? And the strayers. A strayer is someone who strays off the right path. Someone who don't listen, that's a strayer. Get it? It's like in math. If you know there's certain ways to do math where you're going to get the answer, right? And you decide to do it another way and you don't get the answer, that's a form of straying from the format, from the way that shows you this is the right way to do the math. This is the right way to live your life. It's not where God is saying, I'm forcing you. No, God gives you a choice. But God wants you to make the right choice. The right choice helps you. You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for nobody else. And then once you learn how to live the right life, then your family, right? People close to you, then you lead by example and you teach them. Okay? So you did good on it. Anything you want to add on?
No, thank you.
Okay, turn to the next page. Now read the name of the surah.
The heifer.
The heifer.
The heifer. Al-Baqarah?
Al-Baqarah. The
They
cow.
said that this was the most longest paragraph.
It's the longest surah in the Quran. Not para, it's the longest surah. Okay, start reading.
In the name of God, most gracious,
You have to
most
be a little bit
In
loud.
the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. This scripture is infallible, a beacon from the righteous. 3 categories of people: the righteous, who believe in the unseen, observe the contact prayers, salat, and from our provisions to them, they give to charity, and they believe in what was revealed to you, and in what was revealed before you. And with regard to the hereafter, they are obviously certain. These are guided by the Lord. These are the winners.
Did you hear that? Those guided by the Lord are what?
Those guided by the Lord are winners.
See that? So, what is that saying when you read that?
It's saying those who do right by God get blessed.
No, you do right by yourself. God don't need you to do anything. You're doing this for you. God give you the information, and then you apply it to your life. You're not doing right by God. You're doing right by you. God don't need us to do right by him. You understand what I'm saying? We got to do right by ourselves.
I get it.
You understand me?
That makes more sense.
Yeah. You know, you're not doing nothing for God. God is doing everything for us. Think about it. Who makes it rain?
God.
Okay
That
then.
makes sense.
Who wakes you up?
God.
All right then. Who brought you into the earth? God.
That makes sense. He used to sacrifice people for God.
But why? That was so stupid.
Yeah, he didn't want them. What was the
Right.
point of creating them if they're just gonna die?
Yeah. Finish.
The disbelievers. As for those who disbelieve, it is the same for them. Whether you warn them or not warn them, they cannot believe. God seals their minds in their hearing, and their eyes are veiled. They have incurred retribution.
Severe.
Severe
Now,
retribution.
it says that their eyes are veiled, right? That means this here. Once the truth comes to you and you decide that you're going to just do what you want to do, that means now you're veiled and you won't be able to see the reality of what you need to do for you. Remember, it's for you to get right with you so then you can know the Creator. If you're not getting right with you, how are you going to know the Creator? Because the Creator don't need you. The Creator provides everything that we need so we can get to know who we are. You understand? Once you know who you are, then you can know the Creator. Because then you'll see, oh, look at my hands. Look at my eyes. I can hear, I can see, I can walk. I eat. My body has certain functions. You understand what I'm saying? How did all of this happen? Something had to create us, right? We didn't just fall out of the sky and been there. Something created us. You get it? And the Quran, the mathematical code of 19, confirms that there is something, what they call it, God, Jah, Yahweh, or whatever name you call it. There is a creative force that created us. And so when you get this knowledge, the knowledge is to help you become a better person within yourself. That's what it's for. It's for you. Then once you get it and you start living it, then you give it to your family. You teach them. So hopefully y'all all can be able to get together, pray together, fast together, read Quran together, work together, and have a happy life. But remember, you're going to go through trials and tribulations because that's how the world is set up. You understand? But look, I got the Creator, I got myself, right? The book tells me certain situations is going to happen. This is what I should do. This is what I shouldn't do. And that means that you got a strength. You got your strength and you got an unseen strength. So it's your strength and the unseen strength working together. And it's called unison. You work with God, God is going to work with you. God is going to make sure you're okay. You understand? That's how this goes. But life is still going to happen because you got people who are not following the Creator. So this is where you got the evil. You got all these different things happening. Because you got those who follow the Creator and those who are not. Finish reading.
Trying to deceive God and those who believe, they only deceive themselves without perceiving. In their minds, there is a disease. Possibly God agreements. Their disease, they have incurred a painful retribution for their life. When they are old, do not commit evil, they say, but we are righteous. In fact, they are evildoers, but they do not perceive. Yeah.
That means that they're doing stuff and they don't even know what they're doing. It's sort of like somebody that can't see what they're doing, but other people can see it, and then they not aware. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So awareness, even right there, God is telling us awareness is very, very important. You got to be aware of what's going on, your surroundings, inside and outside, being in touch with your feelings, being in touch with your thoughts, being in touch with how you feel about yourself. All is very, very important. You get it?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Finish reading.
When they are when they are told believe like the people who believe, they say, "Shall we believe like the fools who believe?" In fact, it is they who are fools, but they do not know. When they meet the believers, they say, "We believe," but when alone with their devils, they say, "We are with you. We are only mocking them. We're only mocking." God mocks them and leads them on in their transgressions, blundering. It is they who brought the strain at the expense of guidance. Such trade never proposes nor
No, never prospers. Look at the word. PR.
prospers, nor do they believe, nor do they receive any guidance. Their example is like those who start a fire. Then, as it begins to shed light around them, God takes away their light, leaving them in the darkness, unable to see. Deaf, dumb, and blind, they fail to return. Another example, a rainstorm from the sky, which is the darkness of thunder and lightning. They put their fingers in their ears to evade death. God is fully aware of the disbelievers. The lightning almost snatches away their eyesight when it lights from them. They move forward, and when it turns dark, they stand still. If God wills, He can take away their hearing and their eyesight. God is comfortable. O people, worship only your Lord, the one who created you and those before you, that you may be saved. The one who made the earth habitable for you, and the sky is sculpture. He sends down from the sky water to produce all kinds of fruits for your. You shall not set up idols to rival God. Now that you know, if you have any doubt regarding what we revealed to our servant, that produce one servant like these, and call upon your own witness against God, if you are truthful. Good news. Give good news to those who believe and lead a righteous life, that they will have gardens with following streams when provided with a provision of fruits. Thus they are given the description. They will have cursed spouses therein, and they abide therein forever. God does not shy away from sitting any kind of object, from the tiny mosquito and greater. As for those who believe, they know that it is the truth from their Lord.
Is it it or this?
It is.
So what is the truth from their Lord? The Quran.
Quran.
The book that you're reading.
Yeah.
Because from reading this book, you will say to yourself, if you are conscious, this is from God. Just by hearing the way the words are in the book, and then you hear the sound of the words, and you say, oh, this makes sense. It makes sense. Does it make sense to you? It makes sense. And this is what we want to have. We want to say, does it make sense? If it don't make sense, it's a waste of time. Anything that does not make sense is a waste of time. That's the same thing Neely Fuller says, right? If it's not constructive,
Don't do it.
right. And the Quran is saying, be constructive. Don't be destructive.
Exactly.
Because if you're destructive, certain things is going to happen.
And you might wind up hurt and injured, like Subway Surfers.
Anything could happen. You can lose your life. You can cause other people to lose their lives.
They could cut your head off. As for those who disbelieve, they say, what did God mean by such an allergy?
Allegory. Analogy. Analogy.
Analogy.
Yeah.
He misleads many thereby, and he guides many thereby, but he never misleads dairy except the wicked, who violate God's commandment after pleading to
No, read the word. Who violate God's what?
Covenant.
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 Covenant. Covenant. After pleading to uphold it. Serve what God has commanded to be joined and commit evil. These are the losers, 2 deaths and 2 lives for the disbelievers.
Mm-hmm.
How can you disbelieve in God when you were dead and he gave you life? Then he puts you to death. Then he brings you back to life. Then to him you
are returned.
Eternally return. He is one who created.
Eternally return.
Yeah. He is.
No. It don't say that. Start from. Let me see.
It's right here.
Ultimately. To him you ultimately return. So what it's saying is that after all of this, you're going to return back to Creator at the end.
Oh.
Ultimately. So that means that in the end, when it's all over, the end ultimately is you're going to return back to Creator. Get it? Finish. What is this here? Let me see something. Okay, this can be used as the bookmark.
Okay.
Get it?
Got it.
That way you don't lose the page. Yeah.
Okay. He's the one who created for you everything on earth, then turned to the sky and perfected 7 universes therein, and he is fully aware of all things.
That's deep. Read that part again. He's fully aware of all things.
Who created for you everything in the sky. He turned to the sky for 7 universes therein, and he is fully aware of all things.
What does that say when you hear that?
That means he knows everything. He knows what we're doing right now. He knows everything in the world, what people are doing right now.
Even before they do it.
Yeah.
That's deep, right?
Yeah.
And see, only a God can be called a God that knows that. Nothing else could be called a God or a creator.
It's almost like he has visions.
Huh?
It's almost like he has visions, like he knows that what we're gonna do before we do it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a vision. Some people have visions about
yeah. You could say that, or you could say that God is so aware of us because everything is already known. The past, the present, the future, the moments, all that's known by the Creator. So we already know that. So, finish.
Dang, this is wrong. Dang. Call at your Lord said to the angels, I am placing a representative, a temporary
You gotta read a little bit louder. There's too much noise
temporary
going
God
on.
on earth. They said, will you place therein who will spread evil therein and shed blood while we sing your praises, glory Lord, glorify you and uphold your absolute authority, he said. I know what you do not know. The test begins. He taught Adam all the names, then presented them to the angels, saying, give me the names of these if you are right. They said, be you glorified. We have no knowledge except the which you have taught us. You are the thinketh most wise. He said, O Adam, tell them their names. When he told them their names, he said, did I not tell you that I know the secrets of the heavens and the earth? I know what you declare and what you conceal.
Now, stop right there. When you read that, do you see something where who did God tell to tell them their names? Reread it. So you,
The messenger?
if you're reading from the book, you should not be guessing. Reread the book. It's right in the book. Read it out loud again. And as you read it, listen to it and get a feel for it. Just don't read it just to be reading it.
Okay, he taught Adam's all the names.
Stop right there and reread that again.
He taught Adam's all the names.
So who was given the information?
Adam.
Okay.
Adam.
Adam.
Oh, Adam.
Adam. Yeah. Okay, and then finish the story.
Okay. He said, "Oh Adam, tell them their names." When he told them their names, he said, "Did I not tell you that I know the secrets of the heavens and the earth? I know what you declare and what you conceal."
So who's talking?
God.
And it goes back to what we was talking about, how God knows everything. The Creator knows everything. Yeah. Finish reading. And then I'm gonna read some, and then we're gonna head out.
Okay. He said, "Oh Adam, tell them their names." When he told them their names, he said, "Did I not tell you that I know all the secrets in heavens and earth? I know what you declare and what you conceal." When we said to the angels, fall prostrate before Adam, they fell prostrate, except Satan. He refused, was too arrogant, and a disbeliever. He said, "O Adam, live with your wife in paradise and eat therefrom generously as you please, but do not approach this tree, lest you sin." But the devil doth them, and caused therefrom. He said,
Cause their what?
caused their eviction.
Yeah.
Eviction. Oh, I thought that was only in houses. Eviction, therefore, he said, go down as enemies, one of one another on earth shall be your habitable and
Take your time when you're reading it.
provision for a while. Then Adam received from his Lord words that he become him. He is a redeemer, most merciful. He said, go down therefore, all of you. When guidance comes to you from me, those to follow my guidance will have no fear, nor will they grieve. As for those who disbelieve and reject our provisions, they will be
It says reject our what?
our revelations.
That's right.
Revelations. They will.
Huh?
Of hell, wherein they abide forever. O child of Israel, remember my faith.
No. Take your time. Look at the word before you pronounce the word.
O child of Israel.
It don't say "oh child."
So why is the O
It
here?
says "oh children."
What?
Oh children of Israel.
Oh children of Israel. My bad.
Yeah. Finish.
Israel. Remember my favorite, which I bestowed upon.
You have to read a little bit louder. There's noise going
O
on around.
children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and fulfill your part of the covenant, that I fulfill my part of the covenant, and you reverence me. You shall believe in what I have revealed, hearing, confirming.
You have to read a little bit like this.
Confirming.
Look, do you hear all this noise?
Yeah.
So you got to be a little bit louder.
Okay. And fulfill your part of the convent. That I fulfill my part of the convent and
Covenant.
Covenant.
A covenant is an agreement that we make.
Agreement.
A covenant. Like me and you making an agreement. It's a covenant. And it's a sacred agreement because it's going to elevate you to different levels. It's going to be beneficial for your life. That's what a covenant
It's
is.
almost like a contract.
Yeah, a contract. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Do not confound the truth with falsehood, nor shall you conceal the truth knowingly.
No, it's not conceal. Look at the word.
Conceal the truth knowingly. You shall observe the contact prayers.
No. Take your time. Look at the word before you pronounce the word. You should do what?
Observe.
Huh?
You shall observe the contact prayers.
Okay.
And give the charity.
Zakat. Like if you got a little extra money,
money.
charity.
Almost like donate. Okay, got it. And bow down with those who bow down.
And bow down, right?
Yeah. You shall seek help through speed, fast ends, and the contact prayer, salat. This is difficult indeed, but not so far further.
It was just another pit there. Yeah. That's what they do. Yeah. That's an American right there, right?
He's mixed. He's with Lab.
Oh, yeah.
She's American.
Oh, she got a little brindle in her. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, because I know about my pits, man. Word. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that brindle. Yeah. Matter of fact, my first pit was a brindle with blue eyes.
Fire.
Yeah,
Wow.
pure.
I never even seen that.
Yo, bro,
Yeah, that's fire.
I was living on Stratford Avenue back in the day. I'm talking about back in the day when it was like crazy. And I forgot how, they were selling at the pet shop. Back then, you used to be able to get a pit for $150.
Yeah, facts.
Back then,
I
yeah.
got them for 300, so double.
Oh, that's cool,
That's the
yeah.
one right there.
And they good dogs,
Yeah,
man.
she's 9, so I had her since 8 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. So you used to carry her in your pocket. That's what I used to do with my
When I
brindle.
first got her,
Yeah.
that's how she spit in my
Yeah,
head.
same story, man. Yeah. My last dog when I was living down there was a red nose, but I used to not have the dog on the leash. Somebody called the landlord, and they told me I had to get the dog out. But my dog had got pregnant with this other dude, so he had one of those. He had one of those rare pits that it's called a band dog. Like
What's that?
it's a pit, but it's a higher level of pit, but it's band.